Hello guys, let's start with another problem which is known as greatest English letters in upper and lower case. What it does mean that we are given a string S which contains English letters both in uppercase and lowercase. The return letter should be in uppercase such that that letter should be present in both uppercase and lowercase in the string S. If no such letter exists, then we have to return empty string. Another thing that if our English letter contains A and B both present in upper and lower case in the string S, then the greatest English letter would be B, as B is greater in ASCII value than A. Got it? So as we can see in the examples, here in LeetCode, we can see very clearly as it is marked here that only E is present in both upper and lower case. Hence, E is the greatest English letter here. But in the second one, if we take this example, and then we check the count of A, it is 1. Capital A, it is also 1. For R, it is 1. For capital R, it is also 1. For F, it is 1. And for capital F, it is also 1. Correct? For all other, it contains only, if I talk about Z and I, it contains only one count in small character only. No capital character present for them. So, if you compare the order of capital characters A, then F, then R. So, which is the greatest English letter? R. So, what could be our answer? Capital R. Correct? And here we are returning capital R. Okay? Guys, could you remember our previous question that we solved yesterday? Try to remember it. What it says? Return the count of special characters. And what was special character meant there? Special character meant there that a character which is present in string word which with upper and lower case character both. Correct? Here also it's the same thing. If the letter present in a word S with upper and lower case letters both, then it is greater English letter. Correct? It's just that we have to remember the sequence also. It gives the answer with the ASCII value which is greater or the greatest in all of the special characters. Got it? Am I correct or not? So what could be the logic? Whole logic would be same as the question we solved yesterday. What would be the logic? That we have to take the count, we have to take the length of the string S. We have to make two frequency arrays, one for lowercase letters and one for uppercase letters. We have to fill that frequency arrays according to S, okay, incrementing one by one. Then we have to fetch out the special character from backhand side of the frequencies array. That means the frequencies array's length would be 26. So n minus 1 would be 25 till 0. As soon as we get a character which is a special character, we'll put it into our answer and return our answer string. And if it is not present, any character is not present like that, that is a special character, then we'll return an empty string. That is our answer empty string. Correct? So let's go with the flow. First of all, let's take out the length of the string S, store it into variable n. Now make two frequency arrays of size 26. That is the total number of alphabets present in our English. First one is for storing small letters, and Second one is for storing capital letters. Correct? Now take a string answer, make it as an empty string. Let's try to fill our frequencies arrays with respect to the frequency of each character that is present in string S. Check out the character C, each character C from string S, and if C is greater than equals to A and C is less than equals to small z, then take out the index is equals to int C minus small a and increment our frequency 1 of the index by 1, as frequency 1 is storing the frequency of small letters. Otherwise, let's repeat the same logic of index in here. We subtract our character from capital A, as ASCII value of small a and capital A are different, and store this into frequency 2 of the index and increment it by 1. At last, we'll compare these two frequencies arrays from backside, because we have to return the greatest English letter, or we can say the special characters which is having most ASCII value, okay, which is greater than in the ASCII value. Correct? So int I is equals to 25, I plus I greater than equals to 0, I minus in decrementing order. Okay, now we have to check that if frequency 1 of I is greater than 0 and frequency 2 of I is greater than 0. If it is, then we have to calculate the ASCII value of that particular index by adding capital A into the index of the particular array and putting that into our answer string P. Correct? Here only we'll return our answer so that it doesn't create any confusion and we would not be repeating it again and again. If we'll repeat it again and again and do not return answer here, then it would return not only R, it will return R, F, A in the reverse order. Correct? At last, if no special character is present in our string S, it will return from here the answer, and it is the empty string actually. So what we are doing, just the same logic as yesterday, taking out the length of the string S, taking two frequency arrays to store the small characters and capital characters frequencies in it that are present in the string S, and answer string, empty answer string. Now with the help of loop, we are filling the frequency arrays for the small and capital letters. At last, to get the greatest English letter, we are looping around in a reverse order, and as soon as the frequency arrays of both the index at the same position is greater than 0, we are storing that into our answer and returning our answer at the same point. Otherwise, if no special character is present in the string S, we are returning empty string. That is our answer. Correct? Let's try to run it. Yeah, see, here in the LeetCode it is E. Here the second one which we have taken the example, it is R. Special characters are A, F and R, but the greatest English letter is R. Here in this case it is empty because not all the characters are present in both upper and lower case. So that's why empty string answer is returned in the third case. Let's try to submit it. Yeah, it is working absolutely fine. So what could be our time and space complexity? Simple. Time complexity is big O of n, as for one time to fill the frequencies arrays, we are traversing our string S for one time to fill both the frequencies arrays. Apart from that, for at the last, to get the greatest English letter, we are traversing those two frequencies array one time. But this is constant. Okay. So big O of n plus big O of 25, that is big O of constant, is equals to big O of n only. Because the length of the string, see, it is from 1 to 1000. So it is very large now as compared to 25. The length of the frequency arrays. Okay. So that's why it is big O of n. And what about the space complexity? Space complexity is constant. Why? Because we are taking two frequencies array of same size, 26 only. The size of the string can change, but the constant frequencies arrays remains the same, and one is string answer in which we are storing the answer to return our string answer. Correct? So our space complexity is big O of 1, that is constant, and our time complexity is big O of n. That's it. Signing off. Please like, subscribe my video channel. Thank you. Bye-bye.